Hi, Capricorn. Oh, Capricorn. Oh, it's been too long. No. Let's not ever go that long without speaking. I'm hearing specifically. Okay. There could actually be right off the bat messages coming through for you, Capricorn. There could be a very important person, I'm hearing specifically, in your sort of scope, in your orbit, that you feel it's like, I feel like I can't leave them hanging like that. And I'm hearing ever again. I'm hearing specifically for a number of you, and be that, I'm hearing related to family, be it related to also certain, I'm hearing school teachers. I'm not sure what that's alluding to, but maybe something just, it like went way too long and it became kind of sour. I'm hearing at a certain point, and you're like, oh no. I'm hearing, I don't want fermented grape juice. I'm hearing, I don't drink alcohol. I'm hearing specifically, don't you know? But at the end of the day, I'm hearing you needed to place yourself. I'm hearing you needed to play around. I'm hearing as well with the idea before you put it into practice. And so for a number of you, perhaps there was a little bit of like, I'm hearing also kind of like I'm hearing a sidetracked moment there. I'm hearing side gig. I'm hearing side piece. I don't know. I'm hearing side motion. I'm hearing action, like something that perhaps I'm seeing someone driving on a main highway and then they just like get off and they're like, okay, and they don't even know where they really are. I'm hearing specifically there's almost this feeling of just kind of like I'm hearing trailer park. I'm hearing transition. Okay, like there's something perhaps that you feel. I'm hearing you're in the process of also transitioning through. It's not something perhaps that you felt you wanted to do in a public way. You're like, I don't want to have to like pick up my things and like carry them over here and then tell everyone that I'm not on the platform anymore. I don't know what that's alluding to, but I don't really want it to be like that kind of topic. I'm hearing also of conversation, and for a number of you, again though, it was something that you, let's say, even retreated from the space of, but then felt, oh no. I'm hearing I can't go on like this. I'm hearing I can't do this. I'm hearing specifically, and there is a lot of I'm hearing a lot of emotion involved in this space, whatever it is, perhaps even a history, be it, in a certain even public space that you operate in, or even in some kind of professional, career space, and be it in a partnership with a certain person. I'm hearing we go way back. I'm hearing we would sing songs together. I'm hearing in the car, it was a lot of singing. I'm hearing a lot of, I'm hearing Mary. I'm hearing marry me. I'm hearing train. Like there was a lot of, there was a very active mind's eye. I'm hearing here in the relationship space where I'm seeing two people in a car and they were like driving, they're singing songs, and like someone looked over at someone, was like, oh my god, I'm gonna marry her. I'm hearing specifically like, or I'm gonna marry him. I'm hearing her specifically. I'm hearing the letter T. I'm hearing tance. I'm hearing tance. I'm hearing tancer. I don't know what that's about. I'm hearing tailoring. I'm hearing tailoring the message. Like maybe you were singing a song, and then like in the song it was like, I'm hearing sweet Delilah, dun 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 dun, and then someone like replaced someone's name with like theirs, but like didn't do it in a very obvious way, but just did it in kind of like a kind of under the radar way, and was like, I'm giving you this knowing that I'm kind of looking at you like that, but I'm not making it perhaps even entirely obvious at the same time. And so, but for a number of you, it was very obvious. I'm hearing you guys perhaps even had children together. It was like, yeah, we are definitely we went to I'm hearing Coral Beach together. I'm hearing Florida. We were in I'm hearing Fredericksburg. I don't know. I'm hearing also Georgia together. I'm hearing we go way back. I'm hearing, and we also, I'm hearing we're in places that we felt we didn't belong together. I'm not sure again what that's alluding to, but to say that perhaps there were really, really difficult stages of that experience, and growing. I'm hearing growing up together. Okay, I'm hearing growing pains. Now let's backtrack. The feeling is Sagittarius. I'm hearing so strongly, Capricorn, that whatever it was that you felt was actually very, very, very much even a decision, okay? Like very much kind of important to you, where you felt, well, you know what, if I were to even participate in this, it would have to be a decision. It would have to be a decision that I make, and to make that decision, I would need to absolutely be actively making it. I couldn't just, let's say, to say in the way that I don't want to make this decision kind of like, you know, when someone asks me if I'm going to do it and then I just happen to say yes. It's like, it needs to be a decision. It needs to be something that I walk, I talk, I breathe, I love. I'm hearing also I'm hearing to learn about. I'm hearing learn more about. So for a number of you, I'm hearing it is a matter of perhaps how you are preparing to take a certain experience to the next level and the next stage. Let's say it in this way, though, for a number of you Capricorn, there might have been a little bit of a silent space here, okay? You might have really grown apart from someone. I'm hearing real quickly. I'm hearing it was a sharp attack. I'm hearing a shark attack as well. I don't know what that's, God forbid, but I'm hearing specifically that I'm hearing it was at the tailgate event. I don't know. It's something that perhaps you felt was like, this is too tense. I'm hearing as well. Maybe there's just too much pressure, and we are in a very pivotal sort of turning point here with the sun in Cancer, the sun and the eclipse season, and the new moon in Cancer, and the full moon in Capricorn. Let's not go there. That is my North Node sign. I said that for another sign there. Just turning times here, right? But. And I'm seeing, it's interesting, I'm seeing someone just kind of sitting alone by themselves at this little table with two chairs, and, you know, they're thinking about someone. They are. I'm hearing this person here who's sitting has two cups that look exactly the same. And I'm hearing two chandeliers also in the room. If you think about a chandelier, right, it delivers light. But I'm seeing here, you know, this person who's sitting alone, it's as if he's prepared to make a decision even between two parties. And it's interesting because there are two chairs that are next to him, okay? So you could be kind of thinking about a decision, making a decision, but he's like alone. It's just him, right? Alone, technically. He's sitting right there, and it's all perception, right? But so, you know, it could have been you, it could have been another, taking time to kind of ponder, taking time off, I'm hearing also from work, to really, really think, like, what do I want to be doing? What is the direction that I really see all of this going in? And it's been testy, okay? And I'm seeing that you've been talking to yourself. I'm hearing really talking to yourself, Capricorn, about what to do with the test. I'm hearing as well, what is it that you're going to be also teaching after that? And I'm seeing it perhaps as a matter of how this experience or this stage of your life is to actually transform at a later stage. For a number of you, I'm seeing it as a matter of even how you see something developing over time, and you're really questioning what's the potential of this. And so it's like, let's say that it is an investment, okay? And be it in a relationship, emotionally, whatever it is, right? What's considered an investment. But doesn't Capricorn see, right? I got everything as an investment. Like, I put my time into this. I'm hearing I oxygenated the room a little bit. Okay, aren't you going to compensate me for that? Okay, right? So it's like very, very kind of Capricorn, but no, in a general way, right? But and I'm seeing like you know, it's kind of like, well, let's say I did invest in a certain space as I perceived it. Okay, if I did, how is it that what I invested in at this point holds and bears potential for transformation down the line? Okay, so I'm seeing that you might be kind of gauging, what is it really that this experience means to me? What is this experience within the grander scope of my story? I'm hearing also my stationing here. I don't know what this is. Again, so take as you will, but maybe you are even in the process of, you may be in transition, actually, physically. You may be moving, you may be traveling, you may be kind of thinking, you know, do I get up and do I go? Do I move? What's my motive if I do? What's my motive if I don't? So, but you know, I'm hearing there's a lot of, it's so funny, because I was thinking there's a lot of thumbtacky on the wall, and just in that moment, so this guy is like actually on the phone, right? And so in that moment, he's like, he looks up and he's kind of looking up around him. It's kind of interesting. And he's thinking, I'm hearing he's really thinking. He's really kind of, he's racking his brain, and he's kind of like jiggling his foot. There's something that is tricky to navigate, because there is a heartbeat also. I'm hearing there is the emotional side of how the process makes you feel ultimately. And it's like, I can use my brain, I can use my head, my thinking cap, whatever. I can use also my analysis skills that I learned back in I'm hearing fort. Okay, I don't know. I'm hearing also like someone maybe who was in the army or soldier, and they're like, we learn, how to really keep our head, on track. I don't know. What that's alluding to. I'm hearing commander-in-chief. I'm hearing Colin Powell as well. Okay, let's backtrack though. And the feeling is, at the end of the day though, even though I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about how the story should continue on, I still have, I'm hearing a heart in my chest, and it beats. And I'm not going to sit here and tell my best friend that they were I'm hearing a lie to me. I'm hearing that I made up. I don't know what that's alluding to, but maybe you feel that you don't want to also throw someone under the bus, or you don't want someone to feel that you threw them under the bus. And this could be the energy of another as well around you. Maybe someone feels a little bit like, well, if I were to walk out of this scenario, or if I were to even make amends, what would that kind of suggest? I'm hearing again Colin Powell. I'm not sure what that's alluding to, but what would that kind of demonstrate? For a number of you, it may be about vulnerability. It may be about also power struggle. Always take it as you will. It's like, if I tell them that I'm leaving, if I tell them that I'm not going to be here anymore, are they going to feel that I'm not appreciative of also their acting abilities? I don't know what that's alluding to. Okay, always take it as you will. Is it though also if I were to tell them that I'm not leaving, would that make me seem like I'm, kind of desperate? I'm hearing to dance with them. Now, I don't know, again, what that's alluding to, but maybe there is this question of, I'm seeing you really questioning, okay, Scorpio, I'm hearing so strongly, and it could be the area of Scorpio in your own personal chart that you're kind of contemplating. I'm hearing razor sharp. Now, if this is going by really quickly for you, this is a channel message, right, Capricorn? The energy is just coming through real quickly, so I'm kind of just keep laying it out as it is, but in a way, right, Capricorn? But if it's going by real quickly and you want to watch in slower motion, you can slow it down by clicking the dial at the base of the reading, okay? So click that, and you can actually add captions as well. And, if you feel you want to watch in even a public setting, and that you, let's say, don't have your headphones or whatever, and you want to watch it with the captions on, that's always an option, right? If you want to watch it with the captions. The captions are a little quirky sometimes. It's like, sometimes I'll watch it back with captions. I'm like, definitely did not say that. Okay, I did not say Winnie the Pooh winking at Hermione Granger in the Harry Potter sequel. Okay, I don't know what that is alluding to, but Winnie the Pooh actually did come through in Taurus, and I believe also Libra. Okay, but nonetheless, let's backtrack. Let's get back into a Capricorn again. Again, it's this feeling of like, I don't want to get sidetracked on an emotional. I don't want to make this decision. And let's say it in the way that perhaps you feel like you're making a really big decision. You feel that you are at the point of making a very pivotal decision, and it is engaging so many different. You may feel like there are so many different ways that the decision can be made. It's like, I can look at it emotionally and say, I don't want to end my acting career. I'm hearing again for an overview. I could look at it and say, I don't want to end the lessons, okay? And that could be on an energetic spiritual level. You could look at something and say, I'm hearing karmic, I don't know again what that's alluding to. I could look at it and say, hey, I don't want to have to kind of squeeze by and make money elsewhere. I'm hearing again specifically, it's like, there is perhaps this space of feeling that you don't really understand. I'm hearing, or that you feel kind of at odds with all of the different distracting. I'm hearing I'm hearing kind of directions, okay, that your mind can take you in when you think about making this decision. And it's like, I'm seeing you, Capricorn, like all of a sudden you're like, okay, you start thinking about it from an emotional, let's say, side, or let's say you think about it in a strategic way, or whatever it is, you start thinking about it in general, and then all of a sudden you're just like, wait a second. Okay. I almost made my mind up there. And then I realized I am like way. I'm hearing you like backing up, like, hold on a second. And I'm seeing this is like right when you almost make your decision. Wait a second. I can't do that. I can't just make that choice like that, like just based on what I'm feeling right now. Okay, and I'm hearing also feeling. So for a number of you, you may feel that you are at odds with in a certain way. I'm hearing your own vulnerability. How is it that I am kind of I'm hearing vacating my emotional reality here when I'm thinking about making this decision? What is it that I'm not on board with, and what is it that I am, and what is it that I'm reluctant to kind of respond with because of feeling that it might actually I'm hearing showcase vulnerability. I'm hearing and also shed light on what my insecurities perhaps even are as well. And so for a number of you, I'm seeing you're in a little bit of a hard spot here. I'm hearing with I'm hearing your rock and your I'm hearing your porn. I don't know what that's alluding to, but Capricorn, always take it as you will. I'm hearing something perhaps that is a matter of like earth and fantasy. Okay, like I'm hearing the devil. I'm hearing and the Prada that the devil wears. Like I don't know what that's alluding to, Capricorn, but okay. It's like there's something perhaps even related to the practical side of things and that which is more sensational, right? Where at the end of the day, it's like I could look at this situation as I'm hearing as an economist, and I would say it makes absolutely no sense. But then I could look at it from the angle of the emotional reality of the people involved, and I would say it absolutely makes sense to tell everyone that they need to go home. I'm hearing as well. So there is perhaps some very, very indecisive. I'm hearing direct decision that you feel you need to make, and that's when this guy just gets up right here, and he's gonna throw one of the bottles out. Okay, so yeah, so I'm seeing that it's like I'm hearing 42 bottles of beer on the wall, like there was one left. I'm hearing there was one left, and it's sitting right in front of him. So it's interesting because, and he's shaking his leg. It's like there's something that perhaps is a matter of. I am under the impression that actually those two bottles were just simply for him. Okay, and it is funny. It's kind of interesting from this angle. Okay, I'm like kind of looking down at what's going on down there, and from this angle, it's like he's got two chairs. He's kind of like he looks like he's in thought. Okay, he's maybe waiting on someone to arrive. He's got two identical looking bottles right next to one another in front of him. There is the impression that maybe he had bought that and wanted to give it to someone else who was coming. But the feeling is that yet again, right here, right now, that it's like okay. He needs to understand, I'm hearing, and learn more about what he really wants. I'm hearing what his needs are. Is it really a matter of, what others are kind of expecting? I'm hearing that as well. I'm seeing that there is a question also of other. I'm hearing others. I'm hearing empathy. It's like someone. I hear her singing like in her heart for me. I don't know what that's about, but beautiful line. Oh my goodness, so poetic. It's like I'm seeing specifically that there is longing, okay? There's no doubt. And whoever this guy is, I can only imagine I kind of want to like Rapunzel it out the window and be like, are you a Capricorn? Okay, but no. There is, I'm hearing, are you trying to classify your love as well? Okay. So I'm feeling, okay, somebody has something to say as well, and maybe they feel like, how do I say it? How do I stay? I'm hearing as well, and not have to go. I'm hearing also too far from what I really do feel, right? So now, one second, I'm playing around with the lighting here, Capricorn. 1 second. It's getting real bright. Wait, that's weird. Is it actually increasing? Wow, it is increasing the exposure. Whoa, but that's interesting. Okay. Anyhow, I want to make sure that this is not going to die. We got 9%. We're good. Okay, so yeah, but the feeling is like someone perhaps is under the impression that their reality is connected to that of others, and in a way, aren't we all in a way? Everyone's connected, but let's pace it back, really, okay, and say, yeah, all are one, but everyone has to ultimately feel connected to themselves. And if they are feeling at odds with what they're feeling, then how can they kind of extend that in a form of truth to another in an emotional way? And to say in the way that if I'm not vulnerable with myself, I cannot be vulnerable with you, right? Okay, it's like if I'm not going to be willing to admit to myself what my deepest, darkest fears, I'm hearing also fantasies are, I'm hearing what I really want, what I really dream, what I really see of my future, I am not going to be able to verbalize that with you, I'm hearing as well. So, and be that you telling yourself that, be it someone telling you that, be it someone telling, themselves that, there is somewhat of a space of how do I connect, I'm hearing, on a level that is also, I'm hearing is emotionally energized. I'm hearing it in that way where it's like I'm not making my decisions for the sheer sake of making the decision. Okay. And so I'm hearing there is a huge weight here. Okay, and take it as an actual weight that you feel. Take it as, like, let's say, related to time. And do you feel time, right? And does that have some sort of effect on the physical body as well? But the feeling that there is pressure. I'm hearing there are a lot of thoughts. Okay, I'm hearing as well, and there are stages also. And I'm seeing these two birds that are flying together. It looks just like the birds on the Lover's card. The two birds kind of in trance with one another. And for a number of you, I'm seeing that you have really thought about kind of stopping. I'm hearing the show, like really like pulling out, like this is the end. I'm hearing this is the end of the also the topic of conversation about it. Okay, like I am done. All right. And for those of you who have, like, let's say even a Mars in Mars in Scorpio, whoa. When you're done, you're done. And when you're in, you're in. And when you're out, there's nothing about it that can change your mind about it, right? So Scorpio being a very sort of intense energy frequency, and that's always going to be subjective. Not everyone with a Mars and Scorpio necessarily will be like, there's so many factors at play, but I'm just kind of giving this general like objective look at, let's say, how the Mars can operate. But the Mars also in Capricorn can kind of be very similar and again, depends on the house placement, other factors, but I'm just saying in a general way, and I'm back to kind of mention that. So for a number of you, there might be a focus on your Mars, for example, and that might be what is coming into play here. Where, for example, you are feeling very kind of hot, cold, yes, no, in, out, up, down. Do I make it? Do I not? Do I do it? Do I not? And then because you know that when you do make that point of making the decision official, in your mind at least, that's it. I'm hearing if you're done, you're done again. And if you're not, you're going to linger. I'm hearing a little while longer at least. Now, I'm not sure again what that's alluding to, but it's got to do with the license plate numbers on the hatchback. I'm hearing 54. I don't know what that, I'm hearing 54 years. I'm hearing also ago. Okay. I'm hearing when I was 17, I'm hearing specifically. Okay. And, yeah, for a number of you, there is family involved. I mean, there's something having to do with family. I'm hearing people, and their people. Okay, perhaps even I'm hearing really political matters. It can be actually controversial, and again, that might be the feeling space of, well, it's the decision is, even if it's political, it's not just political. It's not just me making a political decision or me making a decision that is related to, I'm hearing the economy. I don't know what that is alluding to. Okay. I'm hearing Aquarius strongly, and this kind of energy came through as well for Aquarius, but it's not just me making, I'm hearing also a single hit out of my acting career. Again, I don't know what that's alluding to. It's at the end of the day, I'm hearing all related. I'm hearing it's all relevant. And if I do make this decision, there are going to be a lot of people who will be affected, who will be thinking things about that kind of I'm hearing thump that I make. I'm hearing with my rabbit's foot. I don't know what that's about, but it could be something that you feel it's like, you're perhaps thinking about acting on from a space of true intention, where it's like, I want this. I'm hearing I want to do this. I'm hearing this is my dream, and I'm hearing again acting. And so for a number of you, and be it from the space of, well, I want to act on this as well. Okay. if that is the case, right, the sensation may be that, and I am seeing a focus on the feminine, the masculine, the element of fire specifically, and the yin and the yang, okay? So the expressive and the receptive. But what I'm getting is that you don't want to have to also police people around with that, okay? To say it in the way that if you were to make a decision, to say that my decision will put yours also into context. Like for perhaps a number of you, it feels uncomfortable to feel that your decision would be kind of connected to that of another. That makes you perhaps really uncomfortable. Like you don't want to have to feel that your commitment to something or your lack of commitment to something makes someone else's decision make more sense or less sense. Like you perhaps don't want to feel that you're judging also the perspective, the perception of another in your environment, of making yours known. And so for a number of you, I'm seeing you're like, oh man, I'm hearing again, it's so political, it's so controversial, there's so much involved, and at the same time, it's like, how do I kind of appreciate all of the different values. I'm hearing also versions of how the story can be told, while not letting that also be my deciding factor, okay? Where it's like, oh, everything is so complex, so it needs to be a complex sort of answer, or it needs to be a complex process of finding my answer, right? It's like, not necessarily is it going to be as you might be feeling it that way. And so you're like, yeah, okay, even though there are a lot of people involved, doesn't mean that it needs to be a process that is involved also with many people or involving many people, or it could be the other way around, right? Always, again, take it as you will, but to say it rather in the way of that you kind of understand that there are going to be a lot of also different opinions purely about what you're doing. And, it's kind of like this, Capricorn. It's like the beauty of making a very controversial decision in a way is that you kind of will have, okay? I'm hearing a leadership position to play on either side of the spectrum, right? It's like, in a way, and it's coming through, it may be what you are coming down to feeling. Let's make sure that this is not going to die. Got 6%. All right, we're still good. That's how you know I am a Pisces sun with a Sagittarius moon. Right? Down to the wire. Just like, oh, we're at 6%. Yeah, let's get to 1 and then we'll plug it in. Yeah, okay. No. But I know, that's like ghastly, right? To a Capricorn. Oh my goodness. How does she not plan that out, man? Like, what? How does she wait until it even hits like 50%? Like I think I gotta stop watching her. Capricorn. No, but again, it might actually be this feeling that you've got so many mirrors in the room. You've got so many angles in the room. There are so many also. Just cleaning the screen there. Okay. Again, Capricorn, probably like, why did she not do this? She didn't think about that like before she, like, very, very much, I'm hearing critical. Okay. So for a number of you might feel also self-critical in a way, but not because you are self-critical, but because you feel that so many people can say so many things, can respond in so many ways, and that makes me the fact that I'm thinking about these possibilities makes me feel self-critical. So in the way, let's say, of saying, well, it is a politically charged situation, it doesn't necessarily mean that it is a situation that needs to be, okay, like involving so many people, that needs to be also made with this intense level of like political awareness. And I'm not sure what that's alluding to. What are politics to you, right? And be it happening on a scale of how you see your venture sort of thriving in an industry, I'm hearing, or a marketplace, and be it also an emotional experience. It's like, yeah, I'm hearing when I come out and hold this I'm hearing this conversation in my hand with my parents. I'm hearing and they see me with I'm hearing trailer. I don't know what that's alluding to. Trailer. I'm hearing Taylor again as well. This is not going to be. I'm hearing that song. The Broken Road. Is that by Rascal Flatts? I'm hearing though as well. Carrie Underwood. Bring me back to you. It's like, I'm seeing it like in the way of, well, you know, that conversation could eventually transpire. Okay, it could lead to also more conversations that would be had, and that would eventually lead to having more to think about. I'm hearing, and so for a number of you, you're like, I don't want to complicate shit. Okay, I'm hearing it in that way. I don't want it to get like so much of I'm hearing a question then at that point of what people really have to say. So for a number of you, I'm seeing you're like, okay, I'm seeing you want to present something. For a number of you, I'm hearing Aquarius so strongly. Okay, Aquarius, but it's like, you know, but if I come to that point where I am presenting it, okay, does it make it easier to make the decision about it? Or does it make it more complicated? Okay, so in a way, I'm seeing you kind of thinking, well, if I do present it, again, it may be controversial. If I do present it, then that would mean responses. Okay, now if I don't present it, okay, then, you know, how is it that I make that decision on my own without having that feedback point, right? So you might be kind of gauging, do I talk about it? Do I not? Do I kind of introvert the process, or do I kind of, do I carry it out in a more, I'm hearing communal setting where you are collaborating in that space, and, you know, it could be related to advice, opinions, whatever it is. And I'm hearing again, acting career. So, you know, the feeling is that you might not want to make a hasty decision, and that's not necessarily saying, are you making the decision or are you not, but rather in the way of, what is the I'm hearing, what's the trail that you follow to making it, right? It's like, do I kind of I'm hearing it's getting too complicated. Okay, it's like, how do I take my talk and tell it to my mother? I'm hearing so just plain and simple there. Okay, some of you may feel like they're not gonna get me. I'm hearing they're not gonna understand. They're not gonna, you know, they're not gonna buy me that. I'm hearing that Porsche that they promised me. I'm hearing, you know, when I played that rough game of tango with them, I'm hearing probably maybe you negotiated something out, and you're like, you know, at the end of the day, it's not gonna get me. I'm hearing that purse. I'm hearing as well that they promised me. I don't know what that's alluding to. I'm hearing diamond ring as well. It's like there's something that you feel like, you know, has not been placed appropriately, okay, as well within the context of what you're now commenting on. I don't know what, it's like something really awkward. Like maybe you were in a project or you were in talks about something that was more like more productive. I'm hearing more practically focused, and then you know, and then and then it became more of like, you know, now you're involved in the emotional side of the story, and then it's like, it's really awkward to like kind of bring these two facets together as a conversation together. Okay, and I'm seeing someone almost like thinking of traveling, and you know, at a certain point in time, there was a negotiation that was put into place, maybe even a contract, and they said, okay, well, you know, if you complete these 4 semesters or whatever, or this period of schooling, and you make it back in time, and you talk about all of your teachers. I'm hearing in their future form. I'm hearing future tense. I don't know what that's alluding to, but like you really excel. I'm hearing as well. Could be academic, whatever it is. You pass all your classes, okay, grades, okay, whatever it is. You know, we will compliment you there. Okay, we will kind of accommodate you. We will compensate. I'm hearing specifically compensate. And I'm seeing, like, you know, in the beginning there was this off-roading effect. Okay, yeah, all right, I'm done. I'm out. I'm on this path. I'm very focused. And then there is the transpiring of events. Okay, like I'm seeing then, you know, let's say you travel or you do what you do, and then while you're on that path, there begins this tumbling of the snowball. Okay, and you're like, wait a second. If you think about snow, right, it's frozen water. If you think about water, that's motion, right? So it's like there is this accumulation of also the need, okay, to connect emotionally. Now, when we bring it back down, okay, to the base camp, but I'm seeing this snowball that has been, you know, rolling all the way down the hill. Back to the very kind of like the starting point. And at that point, we realize that we were promised really nothing. Because when brought into the context of, and be this you promising yourself, right, always take it as you will, Capricorn, but when brought into the context of what we have come to love, okay, already, we realize that it has no interpretive value. Okay, where we take what we love and then we say, well, let's interpret it in a financial way. Okay, now if we take and it's kind of weird, to be honest with you, Capricorn, I'd say weird. Okay, no judgment, always. But, especially, let's say, if you've got a lot of Capricorn in your chart, there could be this feeling of well, everything holds value, doesn't it? Okay, and I'm seeing someone walk into a room, gauging, the assessment of valuables in the room. I'm hearing specifically wow, okay, the fact that the ceiling is this high, that holds value. The fact that the window shade doesn't work, that also detracts some value. The fact that very sort of Capricornian in the way that the question also of commitment has been held out as. So in whatever way that may mean for you, again, be it something where you're okay, what is it that I'm going to, what is it that I'm going to, I'm hearing industrialize. Okay, interesting. Now let's, again, move back. So the feeling I'm getting is that let's say, okay, it's how can I take what I technically love, right? Let's say that you're on you met someone and you have such strong connection. Okay, such a strong connection with this person, right? Let's just say I'm hearing you hold your heart, I'm hearing, in your chest, and I'm hearing and sometimes in your mouth, when that. 1 second. Okay. Oh, I'm hearing somebody feels such a great deal of emotion here that they are not actually making obvious or clear. And the issue is that there is the contemplation of that space of passion. Okay. Now what I'm seeing, it's really kind of odd. I'm seeing someone with their heart in their mouth, they strategically put their heart in their mouth, but only when they know that they're not going to be obligated to open it and talk. Okay, now really think about that. This energy came through. It's kind of weird, but it came through in the Scorpio reading as well. I believe it was Scorpio or Sagittarius, where it was or Pisces, I believe. Pisces? Okay, yes. And to say it in the way, there was there was this sort of example of, a dog whose tail doesn't wag, even though they're happy, they don't wag their tail. So there's something that perhaps it's there is a restriction of the space, okay, of emotional, of alleviation, honestly, if we're going to say it like that. And I'm hearing an acting career. Now the feeling I'm hearing Scorpio specifically is that we don't want to have to undress the doll. Okay. That is the simplest way that we can kind of suggest it. We don't want to have to say that, there is I'm hearing a private part to it all. Okay, we don't want to have to say, and I'm imagining someone undressing a doll and being look at its thing, it's thingy. Look at its, I'm hearing, look at its throat chakra. I'm hearing, look at its heart chakra. Okay, someone feels perhaps very much under the X-ray and they feel vulnerable in that way. Okay, there is something where they feel where maybe they don't want to represent how they're truly, I'm hearing tricking themselves. I'm hearing out of love. Now, I don't know what that's alluding to, but again, now the feeling I'm getting is that, let's say someone was also even sent off on an assignment, and it is kind of interesting, almost even detective work. I'm seeing someone maybe who was sent overseas, and I'm hearing at the monastery. I don't know what that's alluding to, but anyway, so and the feeling is they were sent off. I'm hearing Davis, okay, and I'm seeing this woman, and she had a shirt that said, I love Dave, I love Davis, something of that sort. It's very kind of like, very proud. Okay, like something about like, anyhow. And so there's something predicted in a way, something predictable. Okay, the kind of feeling of, well, you're gonna embark upon this assignment, and you're going to announce to the world that this is your appropriate also attire. I don't know what that is alluding to, but like this is perhaps a matter of presentation. This is who you are. Like maybe you're sent out again on a mission, on an assignment, or something of that sort, and you feel like this is kind of my this is my character. Okay, now again, I'm seeing someone who is actually sent off on some kind of like also overseas. I'm hearing excursion. Now the feeling is, I'm imagining someone who in their thinking space, in their thinking mind, I'm hearing as well, they realize logically, like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna I'm gonna tap dance my way to the I'm hearing also the altar. I'm not sure what that's alluding to, but I'm gonna tap dance my way to this next talk, I'm hearing as well. And they were thinking, in their mind, but I'm seeing specifically that something was commissioned, even like someone, but to say it in the way that someone was given also a sort of incentive. Okay, like, all right, we're gonna send you over there, do your assignment, do your thing, and then when you come back, we're gonna give you some sort of, even I'm hearing a royalty. I'm hearing royal compensation. Okay, I'm hearing compensate. Now, the feeling is though that in the beginning, it's like, okay, I'm gonna travel, I'm gonna go do my thing, I'm gonna get the hedgehogs out of their I'm hearing their moles. I'm hearing specifically, I don't know what that's alluding to, but I'm hearing mountains. Like I'm seeing almost like people with like hard hats and doing construction. Okay, I don't know again what that's alluding to, but and then there's this shift. Okay, and what takes place on this level, and this guy here who's been sitting here got up, and I was like, oh, he's gone, he's done, right? And he comes back and he sits right back down there with the bottle in his hand, and he's back at it. So and he's like kind of like anyway, so the feeling is yet again, Capricorn, I'm hearing Scorpio strongly, again, that there's a shift, and the shift is, I'm hearing, when everything that was holding us together falls apart. Everything. When everything that we thought helped us through this cycle and process completely falls apart. And it's so interesting because I'm seeing this guy, he's like shaking his head. It's like kind of weird, no? Like he's like something that was made perhaps one feel that there is a certain level of dissonance. Okay, now with the ultimate motive, okay, of the project, I'm hearing it in that way, but also the partnership, I'm hearing specifically, and the personality that they are to play. Okay, so again, it's like, someone who even is sent out again to the mission, to the field, and then, but what they see there really opens their eyes and kind of shakes them to their core. Okay, makes them kind of recognize the I'm hearing the words that they speak in a whole new way as well. And so there is an awakening period of emotion. And to say it in the way that, even if someone is sent out, let's say, on the premise of, let's say, of a certain professional objective, where it's like, we're going to send you out and you're going to go there and you're going to study, you're going to practice, you're going to get training, whatever it is, and then you realize, like, wait a second, while you're there, and I'm seeing even a company who has sent out one of their employees to go get training at, let's say, even, or to get further schooling or academic experience at another university, and then to come back to the company and kind of continue with them with this added experience, or specialty, so to speak, the skill. When that employee kind of goes off, they kind of start to fall into this, I'm hearing this transition period of, but they realize that there is not just, okay, and it is unrealistic to think that everything is just the way that it was set out to be. Okay, and to say it in the way that, even if, let's say, it's like, oh, well, we're going to compensate you if you accomplish this. It's like, well, maybe the accomplishment is not, the storyline. Maybe at the end of the day, I'm hearing want to marry. I'm hearing someone who's not Muslim. I always take it as you will. I don't know what that is alluding to. Always take it as you will. But maybe at the end of the day, I'm not, sorry for that either. Maybe at the end of the day, I have to. I'm hearing steal my time. I'm hearing I'm hearing my light. I'm hearing also in the Oval Office. I don't know what that's alluding to, but for a number of you, I'm seeing that there is a dramatic shift, a drastic change in the way that, and I'm hearing transition again, in the way that you are willing to also walk this path. And for a number of you, you might feel really alone there, okay? And at times where you feel like, I am definitely making this decision on my own. There is no one here who's going to be talking at the same pace as me, who is maybe as impassioned as I am in this space. And I'm seeing someone kind of feeling, again, like it is a little controversial, all right? It's like, we sent Winnie out to find the honey for the pot, and he came back, doing ceramics, like, making the pot. Okay. It's interesting. So, again, always take it as you will. And, so I'm hearing transportation. Okay. I'm hearing transportation. So yeah, definitely for a number of you, travel is involved. Big time. Okay. Big time. And, I'm hearing you're wondering, when does the classroom kind of clear out as the conversation, okay? Like when is it that perhaps the theoretical side of things also, or the side of, what should be done, or the side of what is right, kind of fall out of the equation. All right, so thank you so much for tuning in, love and light, to your Aquarius. I'm hearing so strongly, Capricorn. Enjoy this period of August, and the extended readings are now out. You can access those via the link in the bio box below. Click through there, and you should get routed to them. Thank you so much again for your dear support with these readings, and for your dear support with the channel overall, energetically above and beyond all. Thank you for your dear support. I'll see you soon. Bye.